Welcome to the Shit Slinky Made Me Watch. I'm your host, KC, here with another shitty review about shitty horror films recommended by that sumbitch Slinky. Here to talk to you about Man Thing. It was released in 2005 and it had a budget of $30 million and box office only did $1.1 million, which is just very sad. You could have done a lot more with $29 million that you lost to make this shitty movie. But this movie is also based off of a Marvel comic book with the title Man Thing. Basically, swapped out Swamp Thing and made it Man Thing. I don't know. Didn't really put much thought into the title. Could have made it something better for both the comic and the movie. But this one, it starts off at a party and it's like really hot chick. It's messing around with this guy, and they go run off into the woods, but end up getting on like a boat, and the dude ends up getting killed, and blood like splatters all over this girl's chest, and had some really nice tits and everything. Sorry, I can't show them. This is YouTube. Moving on, there is a new sheriff in town, and basically they're in the old sheriff's office, and they're looking around. He's discussing with the deputy about how they have so many missing persons in this small town, which just doesn't make sense. And there's a lot of dialogue in this movie to where it makes everything go really, really slow. Not a whole lot of kills. So just for the didn't move at like a good clip. It just was very slow moving, a lot of dialogue, not many kills. But a lot of other stuff does go on in the film that makes it a little bit better, but does not save it. And then we have this protest going on this Native American land that everyone here at this protest is basically saying that it's Native American land. It's not owned by this oil company that's here drilling, and they're trying to get it to stop or whatever. And the sheriff shows up and tries to shut shit down, but the people just really aren't having it and don't really care who he is. They're just there to make their point known. While at this diner, trying to enjoy his coffee, the lights dim, and this Native American warns the sheriff that something is like really bad that's going on, and it just almost seems like he's having a dream. Can't really tell what's like really real and what's not. And then eventually the sheriff ends up going for a drive into this swamp and almost runs into somebody that ends up meeting this guy that's known as like a shapeshifter. At least that's what everyone says he is. Another Native American from the tribe. After this, we do have a pretty cool kill where a branch looks like it's basically ripped out of somebody. I'm not sure exactly how that would be done, because unless it was like shoved through his back maybe, but it looks pretty damn cool with like the tongue hanging out and the teeth are all knocked out backwards. Oh damn, what was that? Oh, I guess it's time for the shit break. Now, this is something new we're doing here on the show. For all of you that have been following for as long as you have, we haven't done anything like this, so this is something new, so I'm going to explain it all to you as best that I can. This is the shit break where you can get your thoughts or comments on the film into the show. All you have to do is join our Facebook group, Horror After Midnight, and comment on the discussion thread on the film, and you'll be able to get your thoughts onto the show. But along with that, you will also be doing a meme contest. Basically, you'll be making up a meme about this week's episode and posting it in our Facebook group, Horror After Midnight, using the hashtag shitbreak. And there will be a winner picked every week, and someone will be claimed the shit king or shit queen of the week. And we will be giving out different prizes every week. It might be a Blu-ray, a DVD, a VHS tape, shirts from the channel. It might be a book, might be an action figure, posters. It could be just about anything. All kinds of things, horror related. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, join our Facebook group, Horror After Midnight, and get those memes in using the hashtag shitbreak. Also, for this week, we do have a comment on the discussion thread from Tony Rosler. Says, for a movie made for TV and released by the Sci-Fi Channel, I don't think it was that bad. It was nothing like the old Incredible Hulk movies from back in the day. Yeah, I kind of agree with you there. The special effects and everything was much better in this film. The story wasn't, so very drawn out. Could have been a lot more kills, but yeah, you're right. In comparison to the old Incredible Hulk, I will agree with that. But let's get back to the show. There's a couple of gator hunter brothers that end up going out into the swamp, and they're out there hunting gators, I'm guessing. But one of them ends up taking a shit right there in the swamp, and I'm guessing Man Thing did not like that because both of them get killed in pretty brutal ways, which doesn't look bad for CGI. I'm not a fan of CGI. Practical is the way to go, but for the type of movie, yeah, this can't really do but so much with that. But they weren't too bad. But of course, could have been more to them. Could have been more of them. There just wasn't a whole lot of kills in this movie that really hurt it, I believe, because it's more story driven and the story just isn't that strong. They try some artsy camera work. Basically, looks like they were trying to steal a little bit of what the Evil Dead did with the running through the woods with the camera, but they put like a red filter on it and try to make it look cool. I guess it was a good try, but didn't really need it. By the time you get to see this Man Thing, it's about an hour into the movie, um, which really hurt it. At least in my opinion, you could have showed him much earlier because by the time you see him, the movie's almost over. But the look of him was pretty damn good for CGI. It was a good looking creature. Green, red eyes, and a lot of like tentacle things and whatnot. He was pretty decent looking, but just a little too late for bringing him in. I mean, only going to bring him in the last half an hour of the movie, and very little. You only get to see him a couple times. So it just, I don't know, could have been seeing more of him or more kills. Something could have helped the movie. Just overall, the movie was just a lot of things that just hurt it. Too much dialogue, not enough kills, only like one nude scene. There could have been this more things added, more nudity, more kills, more blood and guts, less talking, more action. I mean, just for the budget even. I mean, you had $30 million and you couldn't get some more titties in there and throw some blood around. I mean, I just for a movie like this, it could have been so much better with a budget like this. I mean, 30 million. I mean, I guess you spent damn near all of it on the CGI. But yeah, you give me $30 million and I'll be making movies the rest of my life. They made one shit movie and couldn't even get a decent box office number out of it. It's so sad. But there was a pretty awesome oil kill. I will say that I enjoyed that kill. It was, the effects and everything looked great. Like I said before, with all the money they had, they damn sure should have looked great. But overall, for this movie, the acting was done pretty well. The special effects were good, but just not enough. Not enough, like I said earlier, not enough tits, not enough blood, too much talking, not enough action. Could have done a lot better with this film. So overall, for this one, I'm going to have to give it 2 shit stains. Case says check it out. I'll be back next time to talk to you about Microwave Massacre. As always, I'll see you guys next time. Stay classy, folks.